Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode of RetroActive's Corner. And today we're actually going to be reviewing one particular game in general. Thank you so much for like. It is a game that I recently got that I honestly didn't think I'd ever get a chance to review or even try out for myself. This, Stephen King's F13. It's a very interesting game, honestly, and even though this will be one of my shorter reviews, I feel like I have to really dig deep into this one because I didn't get a chance to read the full story yet, but I was able to get a summary before I started this. So, please bear in mind that this was the first time I ever tried this, so I decided to give myself a fair chance, no influence whatsoever from everybody else. This is strictly going to be me and this game. So, and again, this is of course just my opinion. It's gonna be a little bit different since it's gonna be just me this time. Because I think I really need to delve deep into this one because this is one of those weird anomalies of a video game mixed with a novella. Yeah, you thought that Kindle was a thing? This thing was doing that before all that. And now here we are. It's really interesting. So, without further ado, we're still going to do the same categories. We're still going to have all that. No question about it. However, this time is going to be solely me. I've never done one solo before.
Did you want me to be a part? I thought you wanted me to be a part.
Oh, did you want to be a part of it?
Yeah, well, that's what I told you.
Oh, like, never mind that. I guess we're...
Give me a second, though. I have one thing to do.
Alright. But, okay, so I guess I'm not doing it solo, so never mind. But, yeah. One interesting thing. Now, alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. This game is rated T for teen, so if you guys did want a game that would absolutely terrify the crap out of you, well, this might not be it. It has its scary moments, don't get me wrong in the story, but if you want a story that can really capture what's going on from not just the main character's point of view, but now seeing his actions throughout, I think this will be the one for you. To tell you the truth, I did hear a lot of things when I took a look at this. And I was thinking to myself, everyone's giving this thing bad reviews. So, why? Why was it so terrible? I see one of the reasons why. But the others, not really. At least, that's not how I see it. Hey there, how you doing? But yeah, this is one of those rare games that's mostly a novella. And it's the only one of Stephen King's entire works that's digital on this. And it's solely digital. No books have ever been made of this particular story. Which, if you guys want to know the title of the story, it is called Everything's Eventual. That is the story that was put into this game. Now, why he never decided to actually make this into an actual game and did whatever he did on it, I have no damn clue. But it's confusing, but intriguing. I think that's really all I can really say about, like, in a few short words. So, we're going to get started, like all the other shows before, but same rules apply. But yeah, this will be a very, very interesting review. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. This is such an anomaly. It goes against everything I do on this channel. because it's a book. And I mean like a digital book. This is a digital book. Yeah, it also has mini games.
It has.
So I don't really know whether I should consider it a game or just a book with extras. Because even DVDs, like, well, hell, if I want to go down the rabbit hole, like Lion King 1.5 has a DVD minigame set on theirs, including the Lion King DVDs and all that, and, well, actually, a lot of Disney DVDs do that, actually. Let's go, and heck, if we go for Star Wars, had a lot of extra features in it, so I don't know whether I should classify this as a book or as a game. So, you see where I'm coming from, right? This is... You're weird, you little...
Well, I also think, for right now, too, when you think about it, back in 1993, they actually did something that I thought was, was a really great idea, is that he released it as an exclusive, kind of like in its own book, within that title right over there. And the T for teens is just because of all of the other things, the wallpaper.
Basically,
the
it's equivalent to the ranking of PG-13. He could get away with a lot of horror stuff in PG-13, yet at the same time, they have to limit themselves in some areas.
But I think what they really should do, and I think they would have probably, mind you, 1993 was totally different. But we're talking about now, they would have probably taken that and turned the book that you have to read and play the game. That's what I would have done.
True.
I would have took this right over here. I would have probably went up there and took that and turned it in and made it its own game.
Yeah,
But if you see the teen rating and when Retro shows you the actual games you play, it really comes back to it was really meant for a younger generation.
Yeah.
And not necessarily people that are older that really love Stephen King horror flicks.
You know what? Give me a second, folks. I am going to see if I can try to start this game up.
Oh, that would be good.
So I'm going to go, not live. Let's do desktop view. Here we go. I'm going to click down here. And actually, wait a minute. I have a better idea. Where's this? I'm going to move this over here to this screen here. And I believe it's this one, or is it the other one? Oh, wait, that's not it. Wait, yeah, actually, yeah, that is it, I think.
Really?
Oh, wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. This one? Hold on. Maybe I might be able to play on the... Hold on. If I don't have... If it needs a disc...
You installed it onto your computer. It should be on here.
Yeah, but if I need... There it is. Here we go. Oh, it just says remove.
No, it should be. You should be able to play it.
I think I have to have a disc in order to use it. Which, don't worry. Don't worry. I have a disc drive right here, actually, so... we have the technology. Give me a second. I can't believe I actually said that line. Jesus, that makes me sound old. Because that goes way back to like the $1 million man, or was it the?
No. Well, yes, it was the $6 million.
Oh, $6 million man. Thank you. I forgot the amount.
Yes, $6 million man with Lee Majors.
Yep. Oops.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Yep. Which one of these days I may have to review that one.
Oh yeah.
I'm
surprised. I thought you actually
it did install. It's just that at the same time it only gives you the option to remove it.
Well, that's because it's installed. Go ahead and let me take a look at your thing here.
It's right here.
No. Let go of that just for a second. Right there. Hold on a second.
It's like it's more of a HTML, like a website thing. It's weird. I don't really know what's going on here, but give me a second. I'm gonna. There we go. Oh.
Yeah, it was.
It was up for a second. Shoot, hang on.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be one of those games where I have to reinstall it every time I?
No, it shouldn't be. It should already be installed. That's the thing.
Sorry. Clear my throat here. It's a pain in the butt. Here we go. Run. Yes.
So some of the things that when we were looking at it and stuff, and we thought, well, can we really do it traditionally? And it's going to be, as I said, this is not a traditional type of game. So we're kind of, walking into something a little bit different here. If we were going to grade the game in today's standards, and I do mean you're going to have to install
Damn.
for some reason. And if you're talking about today's standards, you'd be kind of like, well, no, I don't know why we're even, doing this or whatever. But
I remember playing this. What the hell?
But you have to go back to 1993 and just remember how everything was in the video game world at that time. We had the crash. We're coming back from the crash. So there's just a lot of things right now. Oh, did it?
I think it's working.
Hold on.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
But yeah, if you're wondering, this is the setup on how to actually install it. But yeah, it's, like I said, a weird anomaly. It's one of those games / novellas that I can't tell which is more. I think it's more novella than game, but yet it does at least have 3 mini games that goes with it, so...
And when you see it, you got to go up there and give it, just a little bit of, I don't know how you want to put it, because you just got to remember, back in the days, those were all ratings, and even though it's rated T for teens, but more.
This is actually when the ESRB created the rating system we now know.
But what I'm saying is, it goes to more the younger side. So when you actually have a teen rating, the teen rating wasn't necessarily meant for like 13 to 17-year-olds or anything else like that. It was more on the lines of 12 and below, type of a thing. So when you guys take a look at it, you'll be laughing, you'll be going, oh my God, I can't believe this is an actual Stephen King stuff. But the main thing was that if you're reading the book, and I bet you, because it was a teen, I bet you the actual book in itself wasn't going to be as Stephen King-y as it would be, type of a thing.
True enough. And, it took this long when we first installed it last time. It was also glitching up the butt for some reason. I guess it didn't go full screen. It's very interesting. The history with this game is pretty interesting. But yeah, what would you say your score would be, honestly, for this one?
Well, I don't think we could really give it a score based off of.
Technically, it has story, it has characters, it has gameplay, it has music, and it has design.
Okay, so
it fits.
Well, to a point, yes.
Yeah,
but but if you're going to take a look at it as a video game, you can't really say, is it a video game? No.
Technically it is, because it does have mini games that do play.
Well, it has mini games, but what I'm saying is, when you think about a video game in itself, this is not technically a video game.
This is like a digital book with extra features.
That's my point. So, but the thing is, you would not be having your fifth category would be still on the point of atmosphere more than it would be on the fifth category for video games.
Yeah. Actually, you know what?
That's how I would do it.
Maybe we really shouldn't try to do the whole scoring thing with this one, because I feel like it would be almost a disservice, because we can't necessarily decide whether it's a game or a novella.
Well, here you go. Because if it's a novella, or if you're going to go strictly story, one of the things we have to look at is, we unfortunately, because we got the game only, so quick. We got the game quickly, but not quick enough.
Luckily enough, we have at least
we have a summary. We went with the summary of what the book is, which is very, very intriguing. That's going to get us to actually go up there and be able to do that part next time. Probably next year when we do Stephen King month, we'll actually be able to do the book and then actually be able to sit down and actually have a good discussion on it. Mm-hmm. But for me personally, if you have a chance, read the summary of what they came up with, what the book is. You'll come to find out it is really excellent story.
Yeah, so here we go. From the summary I was able to pull up, Richard Dinky Earnshaw, which is his full name, which really, who gives a nickname Dinky?
Wee little Dinky went to market? I don't know,
yeah. But yeah, he's a 19-year-old high school dropout, and explains that he's got a good job in which he gets his own house, car, and virtually anything he asks for, including CDs that have not been released yet. Notice, though, this is when things get interesting. He also gets, well, actually, no, it's after this part. He also gets a small weekly cash allowance, provided he doesn't look for the people who drop it through his mail slot. Okay, yeah, I guess it does, yeah. And that he gets rid of any money left over at the end of the week. He dumps his excess change into the gutter by his house, and he puts his bills in the garbage disposal. However, this is the kicker. It is revealed that Dinky has the ability to mentally influence people by drawing complicated designs or pictures, illustrations, whatever. As long as he can do something with it, he can. And it says right here, in a way that he does not completely understand. These illustrations, or this is illustrated when he recalls that as a child, when a dog tormented him on his way home from school, he semi-knowingly drove it to suicide. At Dinky's previous job at a convenience store, he was forced to endure humiliating treatment by another employee named Skipper, until the day Dinky used his power to make Skipper kill himself. You know, for kids! Like, seriously, come on, man. This should have been rated M for mature, if you want me to be honest.
Well, you would think. Yes, but I think what they did is that they compensated and put really, really kid type of very well. And one of them isn't when we get to be able to, once this thing gets all done, and you'll be.
It
able
is
to
taking way too long. What the heck? It looks like everything's still running.
Oh, just touch the top of your thing, of your CD.
Oh, oh, it's not running.
Okay.
That's
cancel
weird.
Out.
Right.
That should have already been done.
Yeah, that is weird.
Okay, try it again.
Oh!
Yes. Okay, try it again.
There we go. See if that works.
There. Up. Oh, because you forgot.
Oh, because I canceled. Shh. I have to do that again. Sorry, folks. God bless it. Alright, you're being a little turd right now. I almost feel like Stephen King's curse is somehow being entered into this damn game. What the hell? Anyway, continuing for what was leaving off. Dinky is then discovered by a man named Mr. Sharpton. That's what I... Okay,
Did you
so...
already?
Oh, no, that's what happened before.
I know, but you're gonna...
Oh, did I miss the message?
Yes,
Damn it. Okay.
Why don't you worry about the one part? So basically what they did was they got the teen rating from the fact that how they did the mini games, not so much the story.
Yeah, give me a second, folks. I just need to get this back up and running. Yes, work, damn you.
It will. You just gotta make sure you keep
There we go.
Down.
Oh, well, that was much quicker than before.
There you go. Okay, there it is.
Okay, I think we may have figured it out, folks. Here we go.
Okay, there it is. Make sure you go back down. There you go. There it is. There it is. There we go. So, let's hear what...
Oh, shoot. I think something happened. It's the sound. Give me a second. Okay, oops. How do I minimize this? Oh, here we go. Got it. I just need to do this. No, not that. This. Because we're not using the capture card right now.
Nope.
Then I do this. Oops. This. Sorry, I need to... there's this freaking... Yeah, this. I don't know why that's there. There. Get rid of it. Go. Bye-bye. Be gone. There. Which means now I should be able to do this. Switch it to this. But yeah, here. But yeah, hard to believe, huh? Here, I'm gonna do the fourth here. It's a weird anomaly, like I said. No. But yeah, it is.
Oh, I mean, but the...
Oh, no, it's because it's on desktop. I'm using my mic to capture it. Here, I'm gonna try to put the mic a little closer for you guys.
I'm gonna ask. Just keep talking.
But yeah, anyway, continuing from the story. It says right here, Mr. Sharpton, who claims to work for an organization that searches across the world for people with such talents. Dinky is recruited to kill every specific target by emailing them his designs that he creates on an Apple computer. He is in return given a life that seems ideal, complete with a house and other benefits. Mr. Sharpton tells Dinky that the people he is ordered to kill are wicked, horrible, criminals, and that the world is better off without them. For a time, Dinky lives his new life in a semi-mindless bliss. However, when he finds an article in the newspaper about one of the individuals whom he has killed, seemingly innocent old newspaper columnist, he begins to feel guilty for what he has done. After researching more into his other victims, Dinky realizes that the organization has been using him to assassinate political dissidents and alternative thinkers.
Yeah, I know. How you doing, cool guy?
How you doing? Anyway, besides, yeah, Dinky realizes that the organization has been using him to assassinate political dissidents and alternative thinkers. As the story ends, Dinky plans his escape, but not before sending one final email to Mr. Sharpton, his recruiter, with a nondescript symbol attached. So I'm going to turn this down here.
So when you start taking a look at things too, as I said, I think the team rating
was definitely for the mini games because
you should.
Let's just say it's pretty mindless. Here, I'll even show you, people. This is one of those rare reviews where we're actually going to show you the game firsthand. Alright, so we're going to go to Funhouse. These are all the...
Really? Really?
It's not like anyone's going to see it.
Really? Wow.
I do the same thing for everybody else. It's not like it's that big of a deal. Here we go. Like this one, for instance. This is just stupid.
But
It's basically Mario Paint with the fly swatter and flies. Except it looks gross, that's all.
on what?
On Super Nintendo.
What I'm talking about is that skin.
Yep. Well, of course. It's a freaking horror game. You would expect that, right? But yeah, this is... Yeah, this is all you do. All you do is just smack these little bastards until they're all dead. Then goes to the next round. Just get the high score. That's literally it. And it's almost stupid. Then we go on to the next one. Whack-a-Zombie, which is the exact same thing, except it's more whack-a-mole. Like, seriously, this is just stupid. A child would enjoy this. Which, if that's really your demographic here, Stephen King, you have really got to rethink your priorities. Because, no. It just, no. Look at this. This is just stupid. I don't even know why I'm even playing this. This is absolute bull.
This is the reason why it got a team for team. A team for team. So you have to understand that the story in itself was a little bit more, probably a lot more adultish than it should have been. But because of the mini games, the wallpaper, the pictures that you got with it too, and just remember, this is also an exclusive. You know, you are getting a story that's not being released any other way.
True.
You know what I mean? So
But yeah, that's that. And then we have no swimming. All it is you grab something like this, like, say, grab this cow, drop him in, watch him get eaten alive.
By piranha. You can't actually see anything.
That's really it. It's
And
just total
that
bull.
is it. Right there.
Like, why? No wonder this game got 2 out of 10 by many reviewers.
Well, of course. Let's
Because
take a look
the
at it.
mini games are bullshit. But, however, the story itself is amazing. It's, like I said, it's really a back and forth with this one.
I think that they could have made this thing an M for mature and actually go up and
Turn this story, like everything's eventual, into a... Yeah, see? Click on this, and you actually get to read the entire story from this book. And I actually think it's pretty cool. This is basically doing what Kindle does now.
Well, and
Or Amazon Books or whatever.
Another nice thing about it, if they would have had a game, then you could have made your other parts of the game, all those little mini games, be a part of the book. You know what I mean? And that would have helped out immensely. I really do believe that. So
I think if I ever decided to do this game on stream, I think I would have to make it like almost like a story time sort of thing.
well, I think what you do is you talk about it. I don't think a lot of people know this story. So I think probably next year, just give us plenty of time to read it, get up,
Yeah,
to
mate.
learn
So
it, and then at the end of your Stephen King month, maybe we'll finish with this, as a book.
and who knows? And yes, I will try to. And you know what? Maybe once in a while, if I'm bored of games, then maybe I'll pop this thing up and I'll read you guys the story of Everything's Eventual by Stephen King. So
Oh, there you go.
it would be pretty interesting. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. But there are at least some things, like, well, bumps and thumps right here. Basically, it has the sound effects for this game.
Oh yeah.
See? So, yeah, it actually comes with sound effects that you just basically can listen to. Spill.
The lid.
Oh. Then, of course, we go to desktop backgrounds. Yeah, I know. Corny as hell. But the designs aren't actually that bad. Personally, I would love to see this as a cover for a book.
Yes.
Because,
I would
holy hell, this looks pretty decent. I like, of course, a lot of these ones right here. Terrorize, actually, I know some people would freak out over this. Here's the thing, guys. I've been desensitized to horror films and such, so this doesn't freak me out. This seems normal. I know that sounds weird. Not bad CG, though, for what it's worth for the bugs, but you can definitely tell.
You're talking 93, though.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I know. I mean, that's one thing I want to
Okay, really? What the heck is this? I think that's just funny. Wait. Hearse. What, is that like the actual car model or something? But yeah, there's the graveyard for the minigame right there. And then, well, if you're not a bug person, then this will freak you out.
Did you ever show them the rest of the?
Here's the screensavers, or actually, yeah, they actually call it screensavers. All right, if you're gonna do something pun like you did with the other one, why not call it Scream Savers? Like, seriously, come on. Good lord. This actually looks pretty good, though. It reminds me a lot of the games like on PlayStation 1, like what was it? Abe's Odyssey, but Abe's Odyssey is better, and it's also animated. Then there's the works here, which honestly looks like something that...
Looks like his office.
Yeah. Oh, there's the...
The Shining.
Yeah, he references his own book. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Jack Torrance has no idea what horrors await him.
Oh, there you go.
And it actually has Stephen King trivia. I did not expect this at all. Which, funny enough, if I can get this thing on my PC, I'm going to challenge... Inget to see how much he knows.
Oh yeah.
See. Then we got Evil Genius. You can see Stephen King right here in the corner. And all this stuff is animated, so this is all happening at this time. Like, I Was a Teenage Grave Robber, published in 1967. Or, what was the name of Stephen King's first published story in what year?
Wow.
Or yeah, those are actually really good questions that, honestly, I'm kind of shocked we don't do for trivia.
We should. Well, we can do it for trivia. Next year's trivia for this.
If everything goes well, yeah.
Yeah.
Then of course we got Creature in My Room, which honestly I don't see it anywhere.
Not yet, anyway.
There it is. I see it right there. That's actually really clever. Oh, yeah. That dude I'm pointing to is dead. No question about it. But yeah, that is it. That is Stephen King's F13. So, yeah, what a weird little thing. So, if we were to give it a score, I think I don't disagree with people when it comes to the gameplay. This thing is...
How about this? If we were just going up there and saying for younger kids, teens, and stuff like that, it's not a bad game. If you wanted to go with that, but if you
actually, I'll do something completely unique today. We're gonna add atmosphere and gameplay to games or novellas or whatever this thing is for stuff like this. Because honestly, if you want me to be perfectly honest, this is on a whole nother league of weird. So it deserves to have a weird score thing for itself.
Well, and I also
and for others like it.
I think you have to break it down into, we can't go with characters because,
the story is mainly about, Dinky.
Well, yeah, but there's other things that go with it, so we don't really know. But if you have to break it down, you need to break it down into the book, into the mini games, the screensavers, and whatever you want to do.
So what would you give the gameplay, honestly?
Well,
I understand why people gave it 2.
I understand the reason why people gave it 2, but I'm probably going to say, I'm just looking at it for the gameplay. It's very, very basic and stuff, but I'm still going to give it a 4 because it functions good.
That's true. It does function.
When you went in there and you're clicking around, you actually have to click. If you miss, you miss.
Yeah, so I do understand why the people gave it a 2. It's boring. But for a child, if you just gave them this and just let them play the mini games, I don't see the real harm in it. It's a way for them to get distracted. For me, I have to give it maybe at least a 3. I think it deserves some benefit of the doubt, especially since this did come out on my year.
Yeah.
So there is that.
Well, that was the thing too. That, like as I said, when I took a look at each game, I mean, graphically it was good. It did what it was supposed to do.
Basically, think of this as like comparing this to games like Alone in the Dark, which came out at the exact same year as in 1993. And both these games were horror, but you also saw them as different anomalies. After all, Alone in the Dark started the whole damn trend of Resident Evil games that came afterwards. And I'm surprised that no one's ever tried something like this before.
Well, I think what this was,
if they have, let me know in the comments, because I would love to find out if there are any other games or games/novellas that are like this, because I would be very intrigued to try this again and actually see what else is out there.
I think you also got to look at it from this point of view too, is the fact that, when they came out with this right over here, as I said, this is a great marketing ploy to go up there and get people to kind of just buy the book, and probably Stephen King probably thought, what a great, another way of going up there, disseminating his books to, basically a huge growing fan base, because of video games itself. Mm-hmm. I think if they would have made the game based off the book, but you still have the book there to beat the mini games, I think this would have been something that would have been awesome, because you would actually technically had to read the book to actually go up there and beat the game.
Actually, you want to know what I would have turned this thing into? A visual novel game. Visual novel games are where you interact with the world around you, like, in a way that's pretty cool, and you can still have gameplay such as Persona, for instance. technically, they call that a visual novel RPG. Yes, that's a thing. Look it up. Persona is a good example of this. And I personally think if they just went down that route and made this, which he mentioned, make the story, make the game based on the story, everything's eventual, which is right here, you could easily do that, turn that into a game, and add a few gameplay mechanics here and there, and you pretty much got yourself something. Because, and heck, RPGs have been known to have minigames. Persona's no different. Like, look at the batting cages in Persona 5, or heck, look at other games, such as, shoot, give me a second. There was another one I know of that does the same thing.
So, read Billy Pedals. Response.
I was
And
surprised
just to
to
let
hear...
you know, the guy in the background is Master Chief 2011.
Yeah, I'm just saying...
Because the host didn't go up there and
But now I'm surprised that he hasn't embraced gaming with all his novels, especially considering the horror element of many of his works. Think they would lend to themselves pretty nicely to gaming genre.
Yes.
Yeah, why the hell doesn't he? Seriously,
Well,
with all the stuff he's created, you think he would have been able to create a game from it.
Well, just remember one thing though, and this is kind of the big point right here. Take a look. He's more of the baby boomer age. Okay, let's go with generation stuff like this. Gen Xers are closer to this, but really the people that can really get into it would be more your quennials. But I really do believe the fact is that it's for him. It's not to say that he can't see it. It's just the fact that when he writes his stories, it's already based off something
That he's experienced himself or was inspired by.
You know what I mean? Inspired by. And so really, video games is not going to be necessarily his niche. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, let's say if
but
it
there
was
are
me-
exceptions. Like, look at Don Bluth. He didn't know how to do video games
But
yet.
just-
He made Dragon's Lair 1 and 2.
But remember, he was an artist. There's a big difference. You have somebody that is more art. Really, when you take a look at video games are very visual things. And then, of course, you have the music to go up there and help complement that even more, but very visual. So that's the reason why Don Bluth and all of, like, it wouldn't have mattered if they worked for Disney, worked for Hanna-Barbera, it didn't matter about that at all. For Warner Brothers, they were going to be able to take that vision and put it in towards a video game. It's a little bit different for a person that writes novels because they have to try to focus what they have here, and you know that their imagination and everything's running at a mile a minute, and trying to focus that energy onto paper. In which sometimes it's very hard for them maybe to go up there and take a look at something like this, you know, because you would have to storyboard it out and everything else like this. And even though I think that your books do the same thing, but you're not storyboarding it the same way. You're not doing it with pictures. They have to do it with words and outlines.
Yeah. So, for what it's worth, though, this game is different than your average, and I honestly have to say I gotta give credit where credit's due. If I were to just give the story a ranking of its own, I have to say I gotta give it a 9, because remember, this story has been done before, but it was years later. You guys know it as the anime known as Death Note, or manga Death Note, which came out after this one. And its story is based off the premise that some person has the ability to basically coerce people into either killing themselves or murder. So, like I said, it is amazing that this story is, that even years later can still be good. And I've only read a little bit of it so far. I haven't read the full story, which I really gotta put a lot of time and effort into reading this entire damn story, because I don't even know how many pages there are in this thing. But trust me when I say, I think if I were to, like I said before, if I were to do this game, I would want to share this moment with you guys, which means I would literally tell you guys the entire story by reading the story to you live. Because I think this is going to be one of those games where I think the story itself is going to do a lot of the work for us.
Yes.
But yeah, I've actually never done a story time situation like that before. Hey, maybe we might start doing that during RetroActive's Corner once in a while. especially since we'll be doing more review videos rather than review streams. So there are going to be some changes to that, at least. So who knows? We may even just do that for fun and just see what you guys think. And who knows? Maybe they might be popular enough that maybe we could start doing some other stories on certain games, and I could be more like your narrator in this case. It'd be pretty cool.
Well, I think that the great thing about RetroActive's Corner and stuff like that, you have the ability to do these things and be able to do something a little bit different. This right here kind of inspires it too, because it was something that was totally different. You come into RetroActive's Corner, and we all kind of had an idea of what we would like to have done anyway. And then all of a sudden, as we're kind of going through it, it's kind of like, oh, here's the curveball that came in. And I think that's a kind of a really neat thing when you think about that, you know?
So yeah, if you guys really want us to do this game and want us to read the story off, leave it in the comments below of our YouTube video, our YouTube live stream, so that, or you can leave it in the chat while we're still live, because this is going to be a short stream, but one that I think deserves to be talked about, because this is weird, but yet I also strangely love it. Mainly the everything is eventual. The Funhouse can just screw off.
Well, let's take a look here too. I think like next year, because you've been doing Stephen King month going on 2 years now, and I think it would really be good that maybe before you actually start your actual RetroActive's Corner, that you do give this book for the next 4 weeks something to, you know what I mean, for the 4 times.
That's true.
And then you could go up there and read a little bit, and just go up there and try to give people that, that edge,
Yeah.
And then you guys will switch to RetroActive's Corner and actually do your Stephen King month that way. But this would be a good way to start it.
Very true, very true. And honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you with all of this. I think also next time that we do this, we may do almost like a Stephen King trivia.
Well, that would be fun.
To allow you guys to see who's the Stephen King know-how among you people. I think it'd be pretty fun. I would love to hear you read this tale, Mr. Retro. I definitely... Well, we're not going to do it today, but...
Yeah.
But I definitely want to do it sometime soon. I'm hoping maybe next Stephen King month, because we are sadly running out of time and we don't have it. This is our technically our last Saturday of Stephen King month.
And the nice thing about it is that this is a story that's not, you're just not going to be able to find it out there. You know what I mean? You're gonna
because this is horror themed.
Yep.
That's right. Halloween month is coming up very soon in about 6 days after today.
7 days.
7 days. So this is gonna be pretty awesome. So yeah, maybe we'll do it on Saturday, and I'll read a little bit of the tale for you guys. The tale of Everything's Eventual by Stephen King. Which, yeah. But if you want to go for overall score, what would you give it?
Well,
if you were to go overall.
Well, overall,
because we're hearing the music right now.
Well, how about this? How about we just go up there and just take a look at it from this point? For the actual gaming and stuff like that, if I just took just the gaming part of it, there's no story to it just because they're just mini games. But let's take a look. There's no characters, but let's take a look at the art design and everything else. The music, very, very good. It was very, very appropriate for that right over there. So I would give that.
Almost gives me more of a Goosebumps feel, like an old classic Goosebumps feel.
I would give the music 8 out of 10. I thought it was very appropriate for exactly what they're doing.
I just wish there was more. That's the only thing I'm going to drop it for, and I'm going to say 7.
If you keep this music on while you're reading, I think that's going to do very, very well.
Anyway,
I'm going to take the word music. You notice that I changed that. MC, babe, that's what it is.
Alright, so what about the story itself? I'm going to give it actually a 10 because it's a really good story.
Because it's a summary, I can't give it a score because I didn't read it. So, but I can't also do, and I don't know about the characters.
So yeah, let's just, we'll save this particular thing. I already have it written down, so.
How about we just go with the mini games? The mini games in itself, I thought the music was very appropriate, so I would say 8.
Here we go. I'm going to say,
right?
Actually, I'm not going to write it down.
Okay, and so what about, and the other one is, after gameplay is...
The atmosphere of this particular, thing is actually kind of appropriate for Stephen King. This is literally, but here's the thing though, it kind of rip off Goosebumps a little too much?
Well...
I'm just saying, because look at the font that they use for this. That
this?
is screaming Goosebumps. R.L. Stein's Goosebumps.
I understand that, but let's go back to design. So if you were taking a look at the design of the games itself, just the design on itself, I think the designs of the games, very kiddie, but still very good. I mean, it did function well, it did all those other things. I say design, I'm still giving it an 8. I'm gonna give it a 6, only because that it's a little too familiar to me to another franchise. So sadly, I'm gonna have to. Franchise came first?
Goosebumps.
Okay.
Because Goosebumps did come first. Because I believe it started in '91.
Yes. And for gameplay, I would on those mini games and stuff like that.
I'm still sticking with my 7 at least.
I'm gonna go. With
I'm sorry. 4. I'm sorry. God bless it. Sorry. 3.
I'm actually changing my score because I'm kind of taking a look at it from 1993's perspective, maybe not now. And I thought the gameplay was not necessarily bad. It was repetitive. Yeah. It was stuff. But then again, if you were a younger kid or something else like this, it would be fine. But I thought the gameplay...
They'd get bored very quickly, but still.
Yeah, very much so. But I'm going to bump it up to 6.
I'm still going to give it a 3. The music is quite unique but ominous, which...
Yes, true.
I'm willing to say yes, but I'm still going to say it has too much of Goosebumps in here. I don't know why. I think it's because the mixture of the music that sounds a lot like the Goosebumps TV show, along with, of course, the font and the color scheme that is very much Goosebumps.
Well,
you can definitely tell that how they designed the menu and everything looks exactly something from Goosebumps, where everything else isn't.
Okay, and then for the atmosphere, I'm just going to go like this too. I'm going to give an atmosphere an 8. Just because you do have the story that is there. The music, even though that it is repetitive and there's not maybe a ton of it, but it is very appropriate for what it was doing. I like the screensavers. I even like the one where you have the trivia on there.
Yeah, I actually am willing to give it. I'm willing to give that one the 7 too, because that one actually is pretty cool. And of course, Billy Powell says it's totally 90s.
Yeah, well, it is.
It does scream 90s.
That screams 90s. There's no way you can look at it and say, I wonder what decade that was.
Oh no, this is pure 90s.
This is pure 90s.
This is not 2000s. This is not 1980s. Not 1970s. This is freaking 1990s. Damn it!
And I'm just telling you, and what I think is hilarious is the fact that it doesn't matter who looks at it. The first thing, even all gamers, large or small, is going to look at it and go, you know what? That is a 90s feel. Even the music has a little bit of 90s feel to it.
Like I said, it reminds me of Goosebumps, which did come out in the 90s. Yeah. But yeah, what an interesting little thing here. I really don't know what else to say. It's gonna be a very interesting. It's gonna be a very interesting read. We only did the summary, like I said, but I'm actually very excited to read this story to you all because I'm very intrigued on how everything really plays out in between the lines.
Well, and I can't wait too, because what the summary basically did, now we're going to go through and we're going to start picking apart everything on this book right over here, because we have something right over here that we were able to give to you. So if you guys are willing to purchase this and you want to be able to see this, you're really kind of morally buying it more for the book and maybe the trivia. I
think that's the reason why he did this.
Yes, I think so.
I think the only reason why he added the mini games is just so kids could have something to do.
Well, yeah, because it is a Stephen King film.
Honestly, and actually, I do have one more thing to say. I'm surprised my teacher never let us do this, because honestly, think about it. It would not only be able to get kids to read a good story, well, even if it is a dark story, but it also has amazing.
They will still. You got to remember, they're still not going to do that in class, because even though that computers were still coming around and stuff like that.
I'm not talking about for young kids. I'm talking about like teenagers. Like this could be like almost in a book assignment.
Well, that's true.
This would be a good book assignment for those who are in junior high, high school, And I personally think it would be pretty interesting. And I would like to hear anybody's thoughts on the matter. If any of you guys have played this game, the mini games, or read the book, or sorry, on the game novella of Everything's Eventual, because I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But yeah, because Horror Month is coming up, Halloween Month's coming up, we will be doing this game, and I think it'd be pretty cool. So, and if you all are wondering, because we're basically not gonna do the full review, but we're gonna wait until we read the whole story before we give our eventual full score.
Well, I think what you'll probably see us do is that when we come back, maybe even during Horror Month, we could actually go up there and take a look at this right here and see what would be something good to come out of it.
True.
You know.
And if you guys are wondering, does this play on Macintosh or PC? Well, if you guys saw the cover, which I'll show you right now, there it is right there. It actually shows right on the bottom corner right here that it can be used on PC and Macintosh. So if you ever want to try to find this game, I highly recommend it. Well, actually, no. I don't highly recommend it. I recommend it. Well, if I were to... I only highly recommend it for the story. I would not recommend it for the minigames. I will be straight up honest with you. Everything else is great. The Funhouse, no. That's the only downside.
And just remember this. This is where the tough call comes in. And it is very true. This is the reason why the tough call comes in, is because the fact is, because really the whole bulk of this thing is the story. Everything else is kind of just going up there, kind of built around it in a sense. But the story is what it is. That's the reason why you're getting this right over here. So this makes it really kind of tough, because this one here, you can actually do this in many different forms. Does it give you a page count on that?
I see page 1, but that's all it shows. Hang on.
See if there's a table of contents.
Oh, wait. Is there? Oh, wait. You can actually play music while reading this.
No
what?
Way.
That is... Okay, that makes this even better.
The next one down. Go to the next book down. No. Go up. I'm sorry.
That exits.
Yeah, no. Right. What's this?
That's page number, so you could go to a specific page number. Let's see.
What's this, though?
Oh, that's bookmark.
What's the bottom one? The next one down.
Toggle the music.
Oh, okay.
Which it's already on.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to... Let's see. How many... Actually... Oh, wow.
We're at 100
so,
already?
Nope, it's at 84. So
okay.
there's only 80.
It's kind of
it is a
short
short
story. Yes.
Yeah, it's like it is a short story. So it's very interesting. What the hell?
What?
Excalibur. What the hell's with that word being bold and capital letters and everything? Maybe that's what he sent to that dude.
Oh, well, don't.
I'm not going to spoil it, but that's all we see.
Now we got 84. So now we have 84 pages. So
when
you're done reading it, I can read it too, and then we can do
I'll have to let Puginator as well read it along with Billy Peddle, because I think they would enjoy this too if they got a chance to read it. And you get to play music along with reading your story.
See, and now when you're going to narrate it, you'll be able to use the music that's already there.
But yeah.
Isn't that would be awesome.
Alright, so there you have it. This is a different RetroActive's Corner, but one that deserves to be done. Solely for this, because what an anomaly this thing is, and I love it for it. But
I have to tell you that I really appreciated this RetroActive's Corner, only because of the fact that we did something totally, really
different with this.
Way different. Yes, it was not a regular RetroActive's Corner.
Yeah,
so this was too cool.
But yeah, if you guys like what we do, please follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, Mr. Retroactive Livestreams. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course click that notification button if you want to be notified of our latest streams and videos on all platforms. If you want to support the channel, you can donate through 3 different ways. There's donations through stars on Facebook, there's bits on Twitch, or there's PayPal. If you want another way to support, there is, of course, subscriptions through the tier system, or if you have Amazon Prime, which is totally free with Twitch, by the way, I would go with that if you want to save money. There's also subscription for Facebook, and of course, you can just subscribe to our Patreon.
Also,
Tomorrow, my friends.
I was just kind of curious. I've been doing. I don't know if you read anything on it yet, but was wanting to maybe say this now. Is that have you heard of Trovo? Trovo is another gaming platform and stuff like that I think that you would do exceptionally on.
I'll have to think about it, but yeah, I think that might be a good idea. But I also have to see if Streamlabs is associated with that.
Yes,
if not, then we can't necessarily do that. That's the reason why I'm not officially announcing it.
I've been noticing that people on Twitter have been also going through Trovo too, and I thought that was a really kind of a neat thing right over there. It just kind of makes sure that your name gets out there and stuff.
Oh yeah, of course.
If you guys, knowing that the other half of this conversation is Master Chief 2011, that's what you'll see me on Twitch, but on Facebook, his Facebook gaming, and on YouTube, I come in as Paul Holland. So just to let you know that I am one in the same.
Yep. Anyway, tomorrow, my friends, we're going into the sports category. We're playing Mario Super Sluggers. I did not think we'd ever play a Wii game on here, but I'm actually really happy we are.
You already played a Wii game.
No. Switch version.
No, you played the Wii
I played
version.
I played the Switch version for not Mario Super Sluggers because there is no
Brawl you played on.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was like, what are you doing? You played Brawl.
Actually, by the way, we are actually going to be doing Brawl again on Monday, so
well, you're going to have somebody very excited for that.
Yep. So there is that. When it comes to Tuesday, we're back to Kirby. We're mainly dealing with the post-game stuff, so we can get that out of the way. We are almost done with 100% completing Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which will be the most recent game I've ever completed. So that's gonna be cool.
Besides Galaxy, that was a fun time.
Galaxy isn't recent.
Time. No, but
sadly.
what I'm saying is Galaxy was pretty cool watching you go from beginning to end on that.
Yep, and then of course, we will still continue Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine later down the line.
Yeah.
But I think we may have to hold off on those because, of course, Halloween month is coming up. And man, we're going to do a lot of horror games, folks. We're going to do stuff like Dark Souls. And here's the thing. We're not just going to do those. There's a reason why I said Halloween month. That means we're going to be doing... I wish I had that game. But hold on. But there's other games like Portal 2. I actually just recently got Portal 2 for my Xbox. And yes, we will be playing that. Because honestly, I haven't played that game in a while. You guys wanted me to finish it off for a while.
Yep.
And now I get a chance to finally fulfill that promise to you all. Or wait, did I finish it already and now I just want to do... Now I need to do the co-op campaign thing.
No. I think, you've been working on other things.
Yeah, that's true.
And completing a lot of other stuff right over here. So that's going to be something.
True. Another game that we're also going to be hopefully trying for the channel is a brand new game I wanted to try is Payday 2. It's a very interesting game, but that's only if I can get a crew together. If not, then we may have to hold off on that one because I think I may have to get the PC version if necessary. But I don't think that we'll have to come to that because I think the servers are still on. Anyway, another game we may even think of trying is maybe Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Oh, yeah.
Try to check another one off that list. Because, God bless it, you people have requested me to do Lego games for the channel, and I do still have Lego Indiana Jones, which I still have to do, along with Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, Lego Harry Potter. Trust me, I have a lot of games I have to complete with just from Lego alone. Let me see. We'll also be doing games that are also stylized, where, yes, basically, if you can be any fictional character, I'm gonna be playing it. So we will be doing stuff like Persona 5 Royal, or Persona 4 Golden on my Steam, which I finally got working again. Apparently, I had to change the password.
Yeah.
Because the password wasn't working for some reason. Other games I'm hoping to try for Halloween month. if I can find it, is Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 1.
There you go.
I'm hoping to find that. That'd be pretty cool to play that game again.
You can't play Hollow Knight?
Hollow Knight? Oh, hell yeah. I still have to try to get that one done.
Well, now, what was that one that you played when you first started something evil?
Resident Evil?
Not Resident Evil. Yeah,
Which a lot of people have been asking me to do Village. I'll look that up and see if I can find it for
it
you.
was a, God, what is it? Medieval or medieval?
Oh, I already... Oh, wait.
No, because you didn't get a chance to complete that.
No, I did.
No, I thought you...
I did. I got all the chalices. The only thing I'm missing are the souls in each level, which is bull because that was never in the original game, and I only remember how getting the damn chalices. So now I have to deal with the whole souls bull crap, which I swear is going to be a real pain, but I'm still going to do it anyway because God bless it, I love that game so much.
That's a fun little game.
I love that one. Other games I'm going to definitely play for you, but like I said, anything that can be a fictional character I can dress up as, that's pretty much, or anybody can dress up as, I'll be playing it. And if you guys are also wondering if I'm going to do games like Tomb Raider, that's a little too much in the whole, it's just a human, you're just wearing new clothes, that's really it. I'm talking about like fictional characters that you would never get to play as.
How about MFL?
Oh yeah, of course that one. Because MFL is well, actually we're going to be doing mostly that on Sports
That's what I mean.
on Sports Sunday because holy crap, it is literally Halloween month coming up and we're not going to do a video without doing at least something that's mutant football related.
Oh, yeah. And plus you got zombies. There's always a zombie.
Yeah, I'm also thinking maybe doing games like World War Z, which if I can contact a friend of mine, maybe we might be able to do it with him. And you guys know him as Contraband, along with Mace on Fire. See if we could get them in.
Oh,
maybe even get Snowing Gecko if I'm lucky.
Oh,
But with his busy schedule, I don't know.
It'd be tough.
It'd be tough for him, yeah. Also, and this is only if, I'm going to talk to a gang I've been joining recently for D&D and seeing if we can't create our very own Halloween-style campaign, which I'm actually going to be very excited to see how that turns out. So, until then, my friends, I hope you all have an amazing day. I will see you all next time. Hold on. This is Mr. RetroActive signing out. Have a great day, everyone.